Come on. I think it worked. Okay. Anyways, yeah, that should be episode 4. Welcome back. Apologize for this, but we are streaming, so things are always fun when you're streaming. And there's a lot of chat stuff. I'm not used to chat and stuff. Only like 500 people play the game, so you'll be fine. That exact portrait. Now, I grabbed this image from a much larger portrait. It had a bunch of different, I think, professions, or maybe just a bunch of different pirates on it. And I picked the one that I liked, and I just cropped the body out and did some work on it, but nothing that you'd really notice. So, there you go. Doesn't have some code for generating the surface of a planet. They all kind of look the same at this point, with the occasional volcano and a different color for the rock dirt. That sounds very interesting. Okay, before I just let it sit here and read chat the whole time, we need to start working on what we want to sell here. Now, the great thing is we're going to be able to take all their food and drink. How are we doing on drink? Ooh, crud, we're only at 30. We have 30 prepared meals. They're not going to be worth a whole lot because they're only basic meals. Let's go down to our workshops. Oh, that's right. He's not brewing anymore. He probably ran out of containers. I wasn't paying attention to this stuff. Well, let's add in some fine meals. And as we make them, we're going to sell them, I think. Assuming he can get over there and do that. Our brewer cooker seems to have really nothing to do anyway, so that would be good. I should have kept this repeating once he moved over to that. I could have prioritized that with the new Do It Now button. If you haven't seen that, you hit N, and it puts a exclamation point there. I assume that'll work with the repeating as well. Okay. Now, we also need to bring our food up there. And, in fact, programmer, you can let me know if there's any way to do this easier nowadays. But if you want to sell food like I do, you search for prepared food, it brings the whole barrel and stuff over there. You have to sell it all at once. I like to sell my food one at a time for a lot of reasons that I have no time to go into now. So what I tend to do is, oops. Actually, I don't want anyone to trade, but I'm gonna wait till they get set up, because we will be moving food into there. But I will bring my broker over there because he might take a while. I want to know when they are ready to trade. These guys will be quick because they only have the couple pack animals and the 2 things. And of course, I don't have to do all the stupid liaison. So the latest news, this is new for me, the latest news from Oiled Wire is that months ago, a group calling itself the Channels of Dipping reclaimed the site on behalf of the Pillar of Empires. Months ago, a group from the Pillar of Empires left to reclaim the ruins. Months ago, someone became expedition leader for the Channels of Dipping. Yeah, I don't really care about all of the Channel of Dipping. I mean, perhaps I should, but I do not. What do you have of our merchants? Okay, so this is what we want, and I actually don't know what we need, but, and this is one of my least favorite screens, because up and down moves the right column over here. Minus and plus moves the left column. Now, of course, I have a num key on my keyboard. I have a number pad, so, not num key, number pad. So these are reversed. My arrow keys are to the left, and my number with the plus minus is to the right. So, not fun. What do I want? There's actually quite a few things that I absolutely want to request. I'm probably going to forget some of them. They'll bring seeds, they'll bring anvils and stuff, they'll bring weapons every time. What I need, and they'll bring tons of food because I'm going to buy all their food, and they're going to realize that that's going to be a cash cow from them. Of course, I'm going to sell them prepared food, so they could have just had their own good cook. I want to make sure I have some animals. And as dangerous as it is to get cats, I'm going to do that, and dogs, because those are just the cheapest and simpler ones to work with. Now, powder-wise, I need some gypsum powder. I will pay for it, and maybe a little quicklime. Extracts, I think I'm okay with. Okay, don't need cages. I'll get them when I buy animals. They're going to bring all this other stuff as well. Really, the last thing I need is probably just... I need the lye. I don't know where they put it anymore. Probably in liquids. Is liquid still a thing? I need lye, and I need blocks. I need bars. I hate doing this on camera because it's so dull. I have to think. I think I just can't see what I'm looking for. Cages, bags, threads, rope, barrels. Is it not in barrels? Quivers, backpack, sand, miscellaneous. That was it. Okay. Definitely want lye. This is where I want. I'm going to take the charcoal because we don't really have much in the way of trees here. Actually, just bring all this stuff. It's light. It's fine. And the last, you know what? That's fine. That's good enough. Okay. Thanks for the @EveryoneLovesPirates. That helps me look now that there's a lot going on. Ah, yes. Okay, so it's for goblins attacking and stuff. And that will be good for me to... Huh? Yeah, just finish this. Hopefully I didn't screw up whatever I did. Okay, they want battle axes and cloth. I believe I can look at this in the civilization screen. The big things are going to be scepters and fish. Oh, boy, are you lucky. I definitely have fish. Okay, let's look at our civs. Still just the Pillar of Empires. So technically there's no land connected to us anywhere where goblins live. So we should be safe. And yes, the world is alive as we play now. And I was playing a little bit off screen or off camera, just on my own, trying to mess around with some stuff. And I was safe from goblins for like 3 years because they also weren't neighbors of mine. And then suddenly I got attacked and pretty much destroyed, which was hilarious. Okay, we need to start moving things here. So here's how I do it. And programmer, you can let me know if there's a better way to do this. But first thing I want to do is go into my stocks, go to my prepared meals. And since I'm really just going to sell pretty much everything anyways, and it doesn't look like anyone's eating right now, let's leave... we have more dwarfs. Let's not forbid. Let's dump those. And you'll see all the dwarfs run down and start bring them here. By all the dwarfs, I mean not a whole lot of dwarfs. We got one person, 2 people, 3 people. We got a few people, 4 people doing stuff. We should have 0 idlers though. Usually this happens really quick because I have tons of dwarfs in my fortress. We can keep on looking at stocks to see how far they've gotten. Not very far. While they're doing that, is there anything I'm missing here? You're preparing the fine meals, which aren't going to get moved over for a bit, but that's fine. I'm going to be getting you ingredients. Okay, how are you doing? Oh, not stone, stocks. All right, perfect. Okay, so now I need to pause it or else I'll undo all my good work. Go into stocks, go back to prepare meals, and then we'll unforbid them. Okay, now, still paused, we can go to move goods, and now I can just search for biscuits. That's all I got. And then take them all in by hitting Shift-Enter. And they are set up, and we can look at that in a second. There's going to be a lot of trading this episode. I apologize. Okay, you're still cooking. We definitely need someone brewing at some point. You're still making rock pots. Did they store... Can't look at that bin with tea, can I? They did not store jugs in there. I didn't expect them to anyways. How we doing on drink? 22! That's tough. Let's get one of these guys who's doing nothing. Our miner's doing nothing. Our carpenter's doing nothing. We got quite a few people who can mine. And you do nothing else. So you are going to, for now, brew. And you are not. Okay. And let's go down here. Oop. Q, thank you. And no, extract. I have nothing. I guess I'm gonna have to buy it. They already ate up everything that they gathered, apparently. Or he already brewed everything. Once again, we have very little that's worth grabbing out here. And I apparently got rid of my thing. I hit tab at some point. There's some stuff out there. You can set up zones for them to do that as well. The reason why I keep this open, even though I know most of the keys by now, is that the screen jumps around like crazy when you hit something. So when it's like this, then you can hit like D, and then it pops it open. So sometimes when you're playing right against the edge, usually it's the other edge off on this side of the screen, it can cause all sorts of issues. So I just leave it up. Yeah, and I know there's a lot of lag for the stream as well, so no worries there. Yeah, I definitely know how to do the dumping with DVD. I use that all the time. In fact, you may have missed it, but I have my quantum stockpile right here. Okay, I'm assuming everything's there. I guess we can... Yeah, everything's there. We can trade. Oh, he went to sleep. Okay, well, he'll come back. How dare you sleep? Was he the leader? No. There we go. Okay, now we can trade. So, I'm gonna first go down to the food, because the food is what we're going to make stuff out of. I'm actually grab stuff we can brew and cook with. But I don't have a lot of money. That's a shame. So we need to give him about at least 150% of what he's expecting here. At least until he gets happier about it. We are not going to be able to grab much here. Usually I have my industry set up better than this, but we lost so much time going through the rock. So let's grab 100 and... Oh, I'm just bad at trying to figure out how to do this a smart way. That should work. There we go. Okay, and... Well, I kind of wanted stuff that he could make luxurious meals out of. What else can also be brewed? Blackberries. Ugh. I wish there was a way to jump down these lists quicker. I forget the plump helmets are more expensive too, I think. Blackberries. Oh, what the heck? Pineapples sound nice. Blackberries. And that's worth... There we go. And last but not least, what sort of drink do you have for me? Always so hard to find. There we go. Dwarven wine for 60, huh? And then let's grab some food as well. 20, will that work? 32 and 80, probably not. I guess I could just take, it's 5. bitter melons? I don't know. There we go. And then, yeah. That'll be good for now until our cook starts making better stuff. In fact, we can look at that here. Sorry, I have not looked at chat in a while. We have, actually, we have some stew. Yeah, I think we should start dumping all the stew as well. That'll trade for a lot more. All right. Oh, good. I didn't miss too much. Of course, if you could talk, play, and write answers all at once, something would be very wrong here. Thank you. I'm glad you guys don't expect too much out of me, though I do sometimes. I probably did not allow for bins in that area, which is why they're not being used. Thought it did by default. No, it does not. Well, you know what? You can put all the bins in there for now. That's all I care about, is getting that cleaned up before it gets full. Okay, let's check our stocks real quick. Still dumping one. Actually, while we're here, kitchen. Make sure you are not cooking things that we need, like that. That's going to make people thirsty awfully quick. That was a huge mistake. Okay. There we go. We got plenty of stuff we can brew now, though. So we should probably set that up, right? Yeah. Using up all of our drinks cooking. You jerk. Okay, this has got to be ready by now. Just double check. I should have paused it first. Oh, I did. Because I'm a genius. And then I forgot I was a genius. Okay. There we go. And then we will trade those. So sort by, now they're called stews because they are better. Shift enter would have worked just as well. I just don't like selling the containers that my food is in. I like to do it specifically with certain types of food and be able to be very modular with what I'm buying and selling. There's still some in there, I can see it. And there's lots of reason for that, like I said, but... Okay, good. I guess the other way would have been that. It's all being traded. All right, see, now these are worth hundreds. And of course, if we could make some lavish meals, that would be nice as well. But I think we're going to still need to get him some material in order to do so. So we can make all of our own fish and stuff. I'm not worried about that. Let's get them a little more variety. I'm going to start with the cheaper stuff and then hopefully grab some of the more expensive stuff before they leave. He's still just willing to trade. He's not super happy. Of course, our guy's not really good probably at his job either, so he may not know how happy this guy is. Okay, we can get a few more things in here. Ah, fine, we'll get some cave lobster. 68, 130, probably not good enough. Let's do that. Now he's pleased, good. Or at least now we can tell that he's pleased. So for my stew, what can I get? So it used to train them up a lot quicker if you did smaller trades, and I believe you had to exit the window every time as well. Right now I'm really just trying to figure out how to best use our money here before these guys run away. I should probably make a macro for this because I use it all the time. Now I'm definitely going to want to pick up some stuff like thread and yarn and things that might be used in a mood. And I do not have a danger room. If someone attacks now, we are dead. But we should have a year, and we actually might have longer than that because we do not have any goblin civilizations nearby. I just hit the wrong button. Amazing. What am I even doing here? I picked the worst day. No, I did trade that. The worst day to try to stream, though, for sure. I remember doing this and it not happening, or it hasn't happened yet, though. 176. Okay, let's grab all the expensive stuff now. Oh, too much. And sorry if I get quiet on this. So that's all that. Let's start picking up some plump helmets because we can't always brew with them. That should work. You should like that. Quarry bush leaves. You're hiding from me there, weren't you? That should work too. Okay. I do want to sell these, but I'm going to keep leaving them there for now. When you try to get too good a deal, he'll ask for more. And I want to give him little things that he can ask for instead of huge barrels full of things that are worth thousands of dollars. And every now and then I might actually say, you know what? That would be fine. I'll allow it. The kitchen stopped. Let's start making some lavish meals and see if we can sell these before they leave. And in fact, just in case you didn't realize that you are working on it, but I'm going to tell you to do it now as well. And since we bought some new stuff, I'm going to have to change this. I really wish that if something could be brewed, it would automatically not be cookable by default. That's just my preference. So, especially like when I buy alcohol or we brew alcohol that we haven't brewed before, it's by default able to cook with. I do not want that. Of course, we'll need some of it for the lavish meal, won't we? Unless they can use... You know what? Let's see if he complains if he does not have drink to cook a lavish meal with. What are you using here? Yeah, you don't need the drink. The drink makes it a lot more expensive, I believe, and it also makes the dwarves happy because they love alcohol. Don't we all? In between episodes for YouTube, I really ought to grab a little bit of dwarven whiskey as well. My back is acting up. Not that I'm going to do it medicinally, it's more just for the theme here, but might help a little bit with that as well. Keep things entertaining. Okay. Well, things are not amazing, but they're pretty good considering we're still in our first year and consuming alcohol. Drink, we're at 64, so we're definitely doing better on drink now. Oh yeah, let's look at our civilization real quick. Apparently, view agreement. There it is. Okay. Awesome. Nice. Because I'm going to forget what they wanted. Now, they did want fish. We could try seeing if they want fish now or if they want it in the future, because this changes every year. Can we just take fish up there? They're probably in a barrel. Crud. Sometimes I move too quick. I apologize. Fish. Well, we just bought that. I'm going to wait for next caravan for that. Okay, let's check our stocks again. Prepared meals. What do we have? We do have some roasts now. Leaving biscuits for our guys. And the occasional roast that they're able to steal. But let's, I guess I don't need that pause right now. Let's do this again. Normally I only have to do this once, but who knows? Maybe they're not even, well, now they're designated to be dumped, so too bad. They might not actually be stored in containers, but they probably are. We might be able to grab them as he's making them before they get stored into containers, but that'd be a bit much. Okay, that should be it because there was very few. Are you headed there? No. One of these days, Alice. Okay, now let's move these to the... All right. 1, 2. So my plan is I'm going to build a bridge here that will stop the enemies if some do show up. Of course, I need to do that before they show up. And we do have hunters and fishers, so they may run into the guys. Okay, everything's there. Let us... No drawbridge anon. You playing Fantasyland or just got balls? Kind of just got balls right now and hoping that they are too far away to come get us. Of course, there's things like kobolds and stuff. I don't have my dogs or anything. We should have checked if they brought any animals. I was really hoping that would be a tiger cage, but it is not. Well, they brought a hen. Really, any animal can be at least, hey, watch out, there's somebody coming at the door animal. So, yeah, let's just grab them all. They're good for meat, too. We'll just butcher them up if we need food. Okay, so that's worth 370. I think that's a bit too much. Let's do 4 of these. Why can't I math? That's not probably good enough. You can have that too. There you go. You'll love that. They get really picky about their animals, so I usually don't try to get the best deal possible with those. We're definitely going to need some cloth and leather. Actually, usually prefer leather. It's also cheaper. You guys didn't bring any leather. Jerks. Well, okay. Well, I'll deal with that later then. The stream's about an hour and a half. So you're not missing too much. I'll give you a quick overview when I finish with this stupid trading. You know what? Let's grab some of the stuff I said I'm going to need to grab, and then we'll use food to level it out. I'm not going to worry about quality. I'm just going to get a little bit of everything, just in case we get a mood, so I can try to deal with it, since we're not going to be able to make clothing and stuff anytime soon. We should probably grab some bars. Now, when it comes to the bars, ooh, pig iron. I'm going to forbid that, actually, probably. Nickel's fine. Electrum's a bit expensive. We want some different types of stones and stuff. Cut stones. Definitely need some glass, just in case we get something crazy. Crystal, no green glass. Oh, there's green. And... if anything, you're early. That's true. It's the very beginning of this fortress as well, so it's still the early... I did not say I'd be streamed till 4 a.m. In fact, I probably need to fix that title for Twitch, don't I? Because it does say 4:30 p.m. Pacific is when I started. At least it's when I tried to start. If I got my time zones correct. Do need bags for stuff occasionally. Man, there's not a lot of cheap bags, though. I can make chests. Darn, that's a lot of expensive bags. I'll grab that one too, then. And cave spider silk. Excellent. Wolf leather bag. I would love to make my own leather bags. I don't mind getting a leather industry going, but... apparently you're not going to bring me any. Of course, we have been butchering things, but the hide's dying, so that's useless. Oh, man, that would be nice, but unlikely for now. Okay, 605. Well, we can do it. Let's grab some food while we're at it. Will you take that? You will. Good. Okay, and we'll let you just keep on making good stuff for now. Okay, so here is what our fortress looks like. Well, nearby we have a river in the bottom right-hand corner. We have our switchback here. We'll put a bridge there for some form of defense. This, that's a shame. But that is where we will start farming when we get to farming. Kind of dug into the wrong area there. And here's our workshops. And really, that's all we have right now. We have a place for people to sleep here and eat and some storage and stuff, but that's kind of it. Prepare a lavish meal. Keep going. Continue to drink. Oh, we are buying stuff, so we need to change our kitchen things. This is another reason why it's very annoying when you don't buy everything all at once. Yeah, feel free to cook with milk and stuff. That is great. If you need liquid, do that. All right. We could have been making crafts and stuff. Really, I'd rather have the jugs. How many jugs are we at now? Pots. Where would pots be? Pots. Containers or something? Should be probably in this area, would be my guess. Stones, cut things. Grates, windows, change. I could be looking at things that just have numbers. Barrels, buckets, bins. We're getting close. There's our bags. There's our bins. There's our barrels. There's our buckets. We should have tons of them, too. Well, if someone sees it, let me know. But, I don't know. I assume we have enough because he's still able to brew. But I kind of wanted him maybe making some other stuff. In fact, we haven't looked at our colonists in a while. Let's look at them too, since someone was asking about what's going on here. And I really do need to end this episode for the YouTube viewers soon. So our... yeah, he went from nothing, and he is now competent, so that's good. Unfortunately, I would love if the jugs had been nice quality, but whatever. We'll sell them all or something later if it lasts that long. Oh, the brewer. Who's our brewer? There's our cook, our new brewer, because we had a cook and a brewer. Oh, you should not be cooking. Jerk. We want very good meals. You're not allowed to cook. You're probably the one who was just cooking there, weren't you? Who are you? Nope, that was the Robe King. That's the one we want. Good. I hate it when that happens. Yeah, I do need to get my mechanics going right away. So thank you, Ramonster. Let's build our mechanic. Oh, not mason. Mechanic. See? T? T. For traps and the like. We'll just separate them a little bit. There's more stone over here for him to use. Of course, no one has mechanic ability, do they? No, they do not. Who do we want to do that? Well, who is idle? You are idle. Aren't you a fisher? Oh, no, you just clean the fish. Well, that doesn't matter all that much. So, commit. All right, and if anyone who's come late would like any dwarf named after them, feel free to ask for that. I'd love to do that. We've had some requests already that I haven't been able to do just because we don't quite have things set up for some of those professions yet. You know what? I'm just going to fill this out. We'll get 9. Or maybe that's 10. I always thought it was 9. A military member. I can do that. Now, I'm not going to focus on military because, as far as I know, the goblins can't get here. We will have a military in the future. I'm just not going to focus on it immediately. I will get our bridge up. Worst comes to worst, we'll shut ourselves in. I love role-playing Dwarf Fortress. One of the things that I tend to think of when I think of dwarves is they live in mountains. So if we need to shut them off from the world completely, I don't really feel like they care all that much. I'm not going to worry about our guys getting cave adapted or anything like that either. Okay, we're probably getting close to when they're going to want to leave. And we definitely want to get our stuff over there. So let's go back to our prepared meals. And we're going to take all the roasts and dump them. Which leaves 9 biscuits for our dwarfs, which is fine. They'll probably steal stuff. They eat raw stuff all the time, too. It drives me nuts. I could be building beds. I could be building other things, but I kind of just want people here to help move things and stuff. Okay, how we doing? Still moving things over. Is that it? It looks like it's probably it. Yep, that's it. Okay, let's pause. Always forget to do that before I go into the menu, but usually remember to do it before I unforbid stuff, because otherwise they just start putting back in stockpiles again. And then we'll tell... oh, dang it, they left! You were standing right there and confused me. I missed them leaving. Right there. I was looking for a different color. Well, that's all right. We got what we needed. That is the important part. Okay, so we can unresume. What do we still have in here? Okay, a lot of food stuff that's going to go bad quickly. So that's telling me we need better food storage options, because they weren't allowed to put barrels and stuff in here, which is ridiculous. We're probably going to have to create another one. You know what? This is going to look really ridiculously ugly, but just for now, I want to keep an eye on the food. So I'm going to put a food stockpile right there. And we are going to forbid drink and prepared food. We'll end up with some fish and stuff in there maybe, but... And then I want to go down here, and as long as it exists... Actually, I want you to use that up and start putting some of the containers in there if you've run out of room. There are bags in there, aren't there? I just made this way too small. It's way smaller than I normally make it. Can we... No, you're not allowed to do details for this. That's too bad. So one of the new things you can do now is, like, for these construct mechanisms, which apparently no one wants... Oh, maybe... Yeah. You can tell them exactly what to make it out of. Which is pretty neat. Make the mechanisms. And actually, we have plenty of blocks, so we should be able to make our bridge, which should be G, right? Yeah, there we go. Now, you don't want to forget... One, I got to see where this opens up. Put it back one. Don't want to forget to change the way this raises, because right now it's retracting. So we want to raise in WA. Raise that way. Just in case a bad guy gets stuck here, or is on here when it raises, it'll fling them against that wall. It'd be smarter to probably fling them outwards, but this is more funny to me. And then if they happen to hang out right next to it, we can lower it and squash them. I didn't actually tell that to happen, did I? You'd be surprised how many times I do that. Actually, you probably wouldn't. There we go. Enter helps. Okay. And of course, we want to use up our blocks because they are significantly lighter. Cool. You know, the nice thing is here we have no dirt, so we don't have to worry about things growing and making it look ugly. We can smooth this all out and we can engrave all this, and in fact, we can even say what we want the engravings to be. That's a level of micromanagement I don't think I'm going to be able to do, except for on very limited areas. But one of my ideas, not for this here, because this is where our traders come in, but when we have a different way for the goblins to come in, with like traps and stuff on it, I want to engrave the walls all with dwarves laughing and pointing. Migrants! Excellent. So Remonster here has some great suggestions, some good tips, which is there is a thing called a danger room where basically it trains your dwarfs to be very nimble, and it's great for military things. It's considered an exploit, though they can definitely get hurt doing it. But it's unlikely if you have them equipped right and you don't you build it right. Don't know what I'm going to be doing military-wise yet, to be honest. And magma-safe bridge, in case of a dragon or a fire or something, is also wise. But I don't know, if a dragon came and killed us right now, that would be so much fun. I would hate it if we had a magma safe bridge. Okay. I don't think I ended this episode, did I? I think it's going to be a long one for the YouTubers. Oh, no, I did. No, I did not. F5 helped me out there a little bit. Okay, so sorry, YouTubers, for the long episode. I'm going to stop it here, and I will see you all in the next episode. But the streaming will continue for a bit still. Bye-bye.